This week on the show.
We pay a flying visit to the Greek islands, where one of them is planning to run its entire tourist industry on the wind and sun alone.
We are hoping that we can satisfy the demands of the island, and of course we can also provide power to the Kos power complex.
Plus, we're in Santiago to taste the delights of Chilean wine.
So we will start with rosé, and then we will serve some red wine as well.
Muy bien.
Konnichiwa. Konnichiwa.
And I come face to face with one of my Japanese food nightmares.
It's chewier than a lot of sashimi I'm used to, but...
First up this week, we're heading to the small Greek island of Tilos. For decades, it's been a fairly low-key destination and a firm favourite, with tourists looking for a more laid-back alternative to the busier islands. But now, it's looking to make its mark by becoming the first one to generate its own electricity using just the power of the wind and the sun. We sent Guy Fenton to find out how the plans are going.
I've just been on a 2-hour ferry ride from Rhodes to arrive here at the island of Tilos. And compared to Rhodes, it's much smaller and less developed here, but it seems to be just as hot.
You're more likely to run into wildlife here than people, with a population of around only 500 in the winter and 1,000 during the summer. But despite being a small island, Tilos is forward-thinking. It conducted the first same-sex marriages in Greece in 2008, implements hunting bans, welcomes migrants, and is developing its reputation as Greece's eco-friendly island. The first thing you'll notice is the island is just straight up beautiful.
This is my life jacket. Alright, hopefully I won't need that.
Down.
Pull this down, it'll inflate, yeah? Alrighty. And now all that's left is I get on.
If you're not sure whether to see Tilos by boat or by plane, then maybe this is for you.
This is the first time I've ever flown on a boat plane. I'm very excited. I think it's going to be a great way to see Tilos. I'm very curious how it's going to be when we're up there. Tiny bit nervous, but mostly excited. That was actually insane. A bit of a bumpy takeoff, but this thing goes so fast in the water and then it just took off into the sky. I can't believe this thing actually gets up there. Great way to see Tilos. If you ever come to the island, definitely try this out.
If heights aren't your thing, then how about this?
Probably one of the most relaxing and scenic ways to see Tilos is by bike. You might see some wildlife along the way, but right now I'm on my way to check out something that up until now has been a vital link between Tilos and the outside world. And this is it, these cables here. They have been connecting Tilos to another island called Kos, around 100 kilometers away. And traditionally, that's how Tilos has been getting its power, from Kos.
From here, the cable travels underwater to Kos, and up until now, it's been a lifeline for Tilos. The underwater cable sounds like a good idea, but the oil-generated power is expensive and the line is vulnerable to breakdown. When that happens, the island and its tourists are left without electricity. But thanks to a locally devised initiative, Tilos has now set about generating its own electricity in a sustainable and eco-friendly way.
So I'm about to meet a representative from the company called Eunice, which is the company installing all the renewable energy tech here on the island. And I think he's coming off this ferry right here, right now.
Zissimos Mantis is a mechanical engineer who has been heavily involved in the project, overseeing the installation of a vast bank of solar panels and a wind turbine.
In combination with the wind turbine and the battery storage area, we are hoping that we can satisfy the demands of the island, and of course in some particular hours of the day we can also provide power to the Kos power complex.
The solar park isn't enough though on its own. The wind turbine is also a vital part of the energy system.
The wind turbine though has the ability to operate and produce energy throughout the day, 24/7. So this means that comprising both energy sources and also storing medium or short-term storing energy in the battery will provide us a full operational power station.
There are power cuts.
The current mayor of Tilos, Maria Kama, grew up on the island. For Maria, protecting the environment through renewable energy has been a #1 priority.
Η φιλοσοφία του νησιού είναι αγαπάμε, προστατεύουμε το περιβάλλον.
The mentality of the island is that we love and protect the environment, and it's been something we've been fighting for many years. How can we be independent from all polluting sources that harm the environment? So an opportunity was presented through the programme, and we decided to participate and offer our island for this experimental project.
I started running this hotel from 1991.
Avoiding power cuts and being more eco-friendly will have big benefits for the restaurants and hotels of Tilos. I've decided to catch up with the hotelier to see how they think tourism might be affected by the renewable energy scheme.
First of all, we were not going to pollute. Secondly, we will win from the power cuts. We have a lot of power cuts. That means not good quality of electricity. So we will have a better quality. We will save our electrics.
Andreas knows that tourists here still want things like TVs, hair dryers and air conditioning, so the challenge is to ensure that there will be enough renewable energy to still power them. Tourists and locals might also be able to get around the island in new ways, with future plans for things like electric bicycles and motorbikes and charging stations for electric cars.
Nobody here is suggesting that this scheme can be replicated across all of the Greek islands. The tourism industry here on Tilos is pretty sustainable and low-key anyway, but they are setting a really good example. So let's hope that at least some of the other islands do follow their lead.
And if you're thinking of heading there soon, here's our rundown of things you should know before you go. If you like to party, then the Greek island of Mykonos is a hotspot known famously for its summer party atmosphere. Beaches have bars that blare thumping music. Massive nightclubs attract world-renowned DJs and typically stay open well into the early hours. Iconic landmarks include a row of 16th century windmills which sit on a hill above Mykonos town. Now, if you're after some history and culture, then Delos comes highly recommended. According to Greek mythology, it's the birthplace of Apollo. It also boasts some of the most extensive remains from the Golden Hellenistic Age and earlier of classical Greece. And if it's just food you're after, then Greece's largest island, Crete, is a place to head. Due to its southerly location, it has the longest growing season, so you'll find all sorts of edible goods on your travels. It's a place which also has seen a revival in Greek cuisine, drawing on local ingredients, plus fresh and cured meats, as well as an abundance of wild edible weeds. Still to come on this week's travel show. All aboard! All aboard! We head to Chile for a wine tasting tour.
We never run out of wine. So we hope that everything is okay.
And I continue my search and tackle some of Japan's most daunting dishes.
Not bad. The sauce was good too.
So don't go away.
Next up, we're in Chile, a country which is fast becoming known for its wine. In fact, it's the 5th largest exporter of wines in the world. The surge in production is credited to French families who moved to Chile centuries ago, bringing with them a wealth of experience. Coupled with the country's climate, it's not surprising that Chile is now the 7th largest producer of wine in the world, as we discovered.
My name is Arcaiz. I'm from the north of Spain, and I'm in charge of this train Sabores del Valle. Today we will have around 40 people on this train. The special thing about this train is that we will serve wine aboard the train. So if we go by bus, people won't have this experience. Welcome on board. So now we're gonna hand in these gifts to the passengers. De nada. Hola, buenos días. ¿Ya tienen el snack? Sí, muy bien. Aquí les entrego una copa. ¿Sí? Para la degustación de vino, de regalo. Right now we are in Santiago de Chile, and we will get to San Fernando. And once we get to San Fernando, we will take a bus that will take us to Santa Cruz, where we will visit a winery. So we will start with rosé. Gracias. And then we will serve some red wine as well. Aquí tiene. ¿Probar un poquito de Malbec rosé? ¿Sí? Muy bien. Muy bien.
It's beautiful. They are beautiful and the wine is good.
We can drink all day. Cheers.
We just arrived in San Fernando, and now I'm gonna check with the buses that everything is okay.
My name is Roxana Diaz de Medina, and my work here is receive the people, make the tour, make the hiking here in Neyen. This is the oldest vineyard here in Colchagua Valley. Cuando recibimos nuestra gente, nuestros visitantes, vamos acá para que ellos conozcan nuestras parras antiguas, puedan tocar y en caso, no sé, que estamos con fruta, puedan probar la fruta. Nosotros acá tenemos, esto es un Cabernet Sauvignon, que es de 1890. Estas parras tienen más de 120 años. Son parras que producen muy poco, la producción es muy bajita, porque a medida que la parra va envejeciendo, la producción va bajando, pero la calidad va a ir aumentando.
My name is Jose Miguel, and I am touristical guide. The tour that we offer here is a wine experience, where the people speak about the history of the winery. They will see the field as we are looking now, and we give the chance to the visitor to look closer what is the work that we are doing when they visit us. So this is excellent fun to make the tour in a carriage, because walking is a totally different experience. Perfect view from the height in the carriage.
Way back on the train, we also serve wine. So when they get to Santiago, some of them are a little bit drunk, but it's not too much. We never run out of wine, so we hope that everything is okay.
Japan's food can be just jaw-dropping, and most people new to the country make a beeline for the yakitori joints or sushiyas that you'll find everywhere.
I've lived here in Tokyo for over 3 years now, and I love Japanese food, but there's still some I find quite intimidating.
So with a little help from my translator Yoko, I'm taking my taste buds on a trip through this country to try and understand what I'm missing out on. My travels take me a couple of hours flight southwest of the capital, in fact, to the very tip of Japan's biggest island.
So this is Honshu, the main island, the one with Tokyo on it. And over there on the other side is Kyushu and the south of Japan. And just down here is Shimonoseki, and that's where I'm going to have my dinner.
This is Shimonoseki, the home of one of East Asia's most notorious fish. Fugu, or pufferfish, is a Japanese delicacy, eaten normally raw as sashimi. But it's lethally toxic. One wrong bite and you could be killed instantly. In fact, the chemicals in the fish are reckoned to be 1,200 times more poisonous than cyanide.
They're big.
Some have described it as the dining equivalent of Russian roulette.
フグは体を守るために毒を持っているんですけども、体の中に持っているだけではなくて、例えば少しのちょっと撫でられただけの刺激でも体の外に毒が出ていくようになってるんですね。それで他の魚がこう加えても、毒がかかるまずい魚だって言ってパッと吐き出すことがあるんです。
And how many people die every year from eating fugu?
ちょっと何人ってパッとわからないですけど、でも年間でも本当に数人しかいないですよね。日本人がですね、そのフグの処理っていうのがきちんと免許が必要になりますので、技術のある人しかフグをさばくことができませんので、それでフグに当たるという方がとても少ないです。
The town's made something of a tourism industry of its relationship with fugu. And it's not hard to find a licensed chef in Shimonoseki.
So tell me which parts are poisonous?
これすべてです。すべてが毒として
Everything here.
食べてはいけないところです。
Okay, so this is the liver,
レバー、
the eyeballs, this is the heart, gallbladder. Okay, so what do you do with all these poisonous parts?
これは専用の業者に預けて焼却してもらう。普通のゴミでは捨てられない。
So what would happen if I ate some of these toxic parts of the fugu? How would I die?
フグの毒自体が神経を侵す毒なので、喋りにくくなったり、手がしびれたり、で息が苦しくなったり、で神経で体って動いてるから、だんだん体がダメになっていく。
So the chef said it tastes better if you try 3 slices together.
3 slices. Okay, more than I wanted to take, but okay. Now I've got some fugu sauce. It's chewier than a lot of sashimi I'm used to, but not bad. The sauce was good too.
I feel very safe here, but what I want is a rawer, less polished experience, and I find it at the town's unique fugu auction house.
What we're about to see here doesn't happen anywhere else in the world.
Here, they've developed a system of bidding that ensures secrecy. Everything happens inside a big black glove.
Well, it's quite interesting. The man with the black sort of bag or shroud around his hand, he's the auctioneer, obviously, from the fish market, and all the wholesalers are bidding. But it's said to be shrouded in secrecy because they're doing all these hand gestures underneath the black cloth so that you never really know the real price of the fugu. It's all shrouded in mystery.
Or it was shrouded in mystery until I asked how it works.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I can't even add up that quickly, right?
It requires fast hands and a head for mental arithmetic. So by and large, Fugu is nothing to worry about. In all the outlets here, the staff are properly trained and licensed and know what they're doing.
Fugu burger to fugu sake onegai shimasu.
And it comes in all shapes and sizes.
So in here, there's the fin of the fugu that's been smoked and it's been soaked inside the sake. Arigatou gozaimasu. Okay, let's try the burger now. It's crunchy, there's lettuce, there's mayonnaise, there's bread. It's quite tasty, actually.
Some nicer than others.
Oh, yeah, it's really strong, tastes really alcoholic, and I can have that smoky, fishy aftertaste.
Call me old-fashioned, I definitely prefer my drinks without fish parts. But if there's one thing I've learned on my mission to tackle Japan's most daunting dishes, it's that even the scariest are worth a bit of persistence.
Well, that's it for this week. Coming up next week.
Rajan starts his epic voyage down the longest river within the Balkans, the Sava. He'll be exploring the river headfirst in Slovenia and travelling along its course to Croatia to meet the man whose incredible tale of animal rescue has become internationally famous.
Incredible sight. 3 baby storks. I'm literally 6 inches away from them. Mother, possibly a bit nervous, is on the edge there. But the fact that I can get so close, incredible.
Join us for that if you can, and don't forget, if you want to see our adventures on the road, you can follow us on social media. But in the meantime, from all of us here in Shimonoseki, it's goodbye.